Ocho, Matt Eberfluse handling of the infamous Hail Marys loss annoyed Bears players Caleb Williams revealed. How Eberfluse handled it all at the time for that game was, I think, one of the things that throughout the locker room people talked about and were annoyed by. Eberfluse had him. Hold on. What about the DB that was joshing around with the fans? What about the accountability of the players if he was where he was supposed to be? See, that's what annoys me about these Gen Z, is that they want to absolve themselves of responsibility, accountability. Now we see the guy. He's over there doing this. The play is going on. He's making fun of the people and the fans who have no impact on the game. And then the quarterback blames the head coach.
Listen, Unc, you know how it is in situations like that. We go over all that on Fridays, huh?
Yes.
We go over every scenario possible on Friday, just in case it happens.
So let me ask you this:
do what you do in practice.
And the one thing that we didn't do is that when we run those flows and we practice, the guys on the defensive side, they're not messing with the people in the stands.
Oh, absolutely.
So
not.
Caleb Williams, you don't mind me asking, so what responsibility, what was that? Was his last name Stevenson? Who was that DB number 29? So I just want to know, I just want to hear him say, what? Tyreek Stevenson, Caleb Williams, as a guy, two guys that played in the NFL, what responsibility, what role did Tyreek Stevenson play in that? I know you said there were things permeating throughout the locker room that Eberfluse when you lost that game. I just want to hear you say what role you believe he played in that.
Right. Now, was this said recently by Caleb Williams? We're not misquoting anything he said, right?
How Eberfluse handled it at the time for that game,
right?
I think was one of the things that throughout the locker room people talked about and were annoyed by.
Okay. I mean, and listen, I'm not sure how that's on the coach at all, because I'm sure when it's done in Friday's practice, whether it be walkthrough or whether it be full speed, I'm sure you're not messing around with the fans. That's it,
Ocho. If he's where he's supposed to be,
that's it. The outcome might be different. The outcome might be different. Now, there have been times where people have done the right way, and it just so happened they got lucky and they caught it. You can live with that.
With it.
I can live with that.
But I can't live with this.
No.
And that's what I'm saying.
Not.
And see, what I tell people, hard work doesn't guarantee you anything, but I believe I believe without it, you don't have a chance. See, Ocho, if I go by something and I work as hard as I possibly can and it doesn't happen, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
But when people have regret, if I didn't stay out so late, if I didn't drink, had I taken it more serious.
Come on now.
You can have a lifetime of discipline, or you can have a lifetime of regret. Choose wisely.
Hold on. Where my pen and pad at now?
Don't do that. Damn it. Don't do that.
Where my pen and... Baby!
I can't.
Wait, give me, come on, listen. Give me that one more time. You can have a lifetime
discipline
of what?
Or a lifetime of regret. For you to blame the coach when you see the guy joshing around, the play is going on, and then he's running as hard as he possibly can to try, and then he's late. He's the one that tipped the ball and let Noah Brown catch it.
Yeah. You're supposed to knock the ball down. Whatever you do. Rule number 1, knock the ball down. Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I don't get. Look, it's over with. Just move on. He came out better saying, "Hey, look, guys, that was last year. Hopefully, we're better in those situations this year. We got a new coaching staff. Right. Guys are excited. I get my rookie year had some ups, had some downs. There's some things I can do better. We will get better. We've improved in a lot of areas. We revamped the offensive line. Guys understand me. I understand them. Hey, I'm very excited about this season. But to talk about that play, without
Yeah,
mentioning a
it's no
player
point.
that should have been, I don't get down like
In
that.
position.
No.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, and one thing about them Bears, I could tell
Go
you
ahead.
this. Now I would just to finish on something positive. That goddamn Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson, boy, the magic that they finna have and the chemistry they
Yeah.
finna have,
They
man.
got Roman
The great,
Doomsday.
the
They got
hey,
DJ Moore.
yeah,
They improved that offensive line by leaps and bounds.
yes, sir.
Joe Tooney. They signed a couple of guys. They got
Mm,
3 guys in free agency.
yeah. Listen, the offensive creativity alone itself, the Bears gonna be must watch. They're gonna be must watch. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for them, but they don't have a
I'm
choice
excited.
because Detroit's in that division. The Packers
yeah.
are in that
Oh,
division. Minnesota's in that
right.
division. What choice do you
You're right.
have?
You're right.
If you don't get better, guess what? You'll finish in last again, like you finished for the last several years.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me use the
Go
bathroom
ahead.
real quick. Hold on.
Ocho, Deshaun Watson say he will come back better than he ever was. Everyone don't think I can get back to where I was. I believe the work that I put in, that I believe in myself. I know I'm going to be way better than before.
Hey, that's where it all started, huh? That's where it all started. Now, one of the problems with Deshaun Watson in previous years, based on how he looked, is it looked like his confidence was shot. It looked like his confidence was shot. I even asked you before, why does it seem like other quarterbacks that come into the game that play in the exact same system look that much better than he does? Why would Joe Flacco coming in and leading the Cleveland Browns to a first-round playoff berth? Why does the offense look completely different every time somebody else is at the helm? For one, I think Deshaun might not have been all the way fully healthy. You know, outside of that, I think his confidence was shot, and you could tell by his decision making when he was playing. I don't know. Listen, I hope he gets back to the old Deshaun that we used to seeing and make that AFC North that much more interesting, where it's a 4 quarterback battle, you know, for the top. I mean, well,
You know what I'm going to do, Ocho?
3 quarterback because
I'm going to call Kmart and tell him to go ahead and send me those cigars.
who?
Kmart.
Oh, I forgot Listen, now I don't want to listen. I don't play by my cigars now. Now, one thing about it, he lost that. He lost
I'm
that
hoping
bet.
you don't play.
Listen, I ain't heard from him since. I ain't heard from Kmart since. And I would, hey, listen, I would hate to have to jump on him. I would hate to have to do it to him.
I'm going to call him tomorrow. I'm going to say, Kmart, just go ahead and send that to me.
Hey, don't do that. Don't
With
do
them
that.
70 gauge lunatics and them Daniel Marshalls.
There you go. Listen, he see you my cigars. I probably had to whoop. I probably had to whoop him. I'm just being
Well, that's
honest.
between you and him, but I'm gonna get them cigars. My brother smokes cigars. You know, my brother loves cigars.
Now he don't smoke them kind though. He don't smoke them kind.
You know, he don't smoke them kind, but he will.
Hey, chat, y'all tell Kenyon Martin, man, make sure he got 3 days. He got 3 days, because if he got 3 days to get my cigars in Miami, or I'm gonna come on Gil's Arena, I fly to LA. I'll whoop Kenyon Martin. Matter of fact, I'll whoop everybody on Gil's podcast.
Why you want to whip everybody, but you don't want to pay me?
Because he's guilty by association. So Gil gonna get it. Kenyon gonna get
guess what?
whoever else.
I got to whip you, all the kids, Chauncey, everybody. Guilty by association.
Listen, hey, my kids will jump you, boy.
That's what I'm looking for.
My kids will jump you, boy. You don't want no smoke with them boys.
Hey, all that's this for your daddy. Hey, daddy, pay this man. Hey, you remember how they called what you call him? They called little man out there.
Who?
St. Louis, how he did it. When St. Louis caught him, and they put his head in the car, and they put that cigarette out on his nose.
Oh yeah.
And he went there and told Dollar Bill. And Dollar Bill said, "Whoa." He said, "Man, you need to pay this man for somebody to get hurt." No, you gonna get hurt. Ain't no somebody. You.
Hey, that's funny.
Gambling and all that. He's been injured.
That's tough.
We could continue this. We'll come back after this, Ocho. Actually connecting now. Draft pick, Omarion Hampton. He's a second team AP All-American. First team All-ACC running back. Finalist for the Doak Walker Award. Led the team with 15 rushing touchdowns. Ranked third in the FBS with 1,660 rushing yards, a former Gatorade North Carolina Mr. Football Player of the Year, and winner of the state's Mr. Football. Where your eyes set on UNC or, oh, no. Omarion. I'm about to read everything for you, bro.
How you
I'm
doing?
good, bro. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great, bro. I see you repping CAA, so that's the agency that you signed with?
Yeah. I just recently joined them. They've been with me through the past season, so felt pretty good about them.
Good. Congratulations. Let me ask you this. Your Gatorade Mr. North Carolina, you obviously, so you win that award, that means you're the state's best football player. Why did you choose UNC?
Yes.
Did you want to stay at home? Did you go to Georgia? Did you Alabama or anybody else? What was it about UNC that says, you know what, home is where I want to be?
Yeah. I actually took an official to Florida. I took an official to Auburn, Penn State, and then UNC.
Okay.
And then I kind of narrowed it down to Penn State and UNC. And then I kind of was just always up at UNC. It's like 50 minutes
Okay.
from my crib. So it's like I got to know the teammates. I got to know the coaches. I feel like the playing style they had at the time, the offense they had at the time fit me well. So I feel like that was a big part of it too. So I feel like all of that put it together. So
Hey, I want to ask you about your combine experience. I remember my combine experience being very nervous. The unfamiliarity, having to be in front of scouts, being in front of that many people, and the pressures that came with it. Was your experience at the combine, and how do you feel you did?
Yeah. I feel like it was definitely different. It was something I had to adjust to, just being in like meeting after meeting after meeting, just going into that, and then having to like run your 40 and do like all the competitive stuff on the last day. But I feel like I did good on it. I feel like I was prepared for it. I feel like Brent, the guy I was training with, Brent Calloway, he did a good job with all his players and stuff like that. I feel like he been helping us prepare for it well. So I feel like I did well on it. So it was a good experience just to get to talk to all the head coaches and stuff. It was really cool.
Like if you had to take a guess on the coaches that you talk to, and you know how you can get a feel, you can get a feel on who likes you, and you can kind of get a feel on who doesn't based on the type of questions they ask you, based on how in depth they get with the personal questions outside of the game of football. If you had to take a guess, who do you think is leaning towards to drafting you on draft day?
Yeah. I mean, whoever picked me, I'll be happy with. But I mean, it's a lot of teams who need a running back. So I mean, whoever picked me gonna get the best of me, really. So I feel like I kind of don't look at all the little draft, mock drafts and stuff like that.
Because that's where I was going to take it, because a lot of the mock drafts, the latest mock draft, have you going to the Broncos. Now, if you need to hook up, I know some people.
I bet I wouldn't be mad at it.
Because if you look at Omarion, if you look at it, you see what Saquon was able to do. You see what Jahmyr Gibbs, and you see what Josh Jacobs, and you see what King Henry. You see the resurgence. There was a stretch for about a decade. The running back was not as not a decade, probably say 6-7 years. The running back was not as valued as it seems to be currently is, and coming back. Why do you think that is? And what can you add? If a team, I'm drafting, and I draft Omarion, tell me what type of player, what type of person am I getting?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just for me. I feel like I love to see it, just like the Derrick Henry, Saquon, just them doing their thing out there. I feel like it's putting more value in the position itself. I feel like if a team drafts me, they're gonna get a 3-down back. They're gonna get a guy that plays special teams. They gotta go. Everybody can run in this league, so I feel like pass protection is a big thing I key on. I feel like catching out the backfield is another thing that I key on. Just learning the defense, learning like where the safeties are, learning where how the linebackers move and stuff like that. Just different things, like all the in-depth stuff like that. So I mean, just different stuff like that.
Yeah,
I feel like it's helping me.
I don't know. I mean, unless you run back punts and kickoff, and I don't know if they're gonna put you out there on special teams.
Yeah,
bro. You might have done played. You might have done played your last special team snap in college.
Matter of fact, I'm glad you just said that. You said you were 3-down back, obviously, and then you said what you can do with pass protection. Then you brought up being able to catch the ball out the backfield. So that
Yeah.
makes you that much more valuable than other running backs that can't do all those things, right? But I mean,
Yeah, yes,
I'm
sir.
telling you, it does. It makes you special. So, in hindsight, when you think about the type of running back you are and what you bring to the table, depending on who drafts you, who would your NFL comparison be right now as far as your playing style goes?
Yeah, yeah. For me, I like to watch like a lot of guys like take tips off a lot of guys. I feel like Joe Mixon is kind of like a running style that
Okay,
I'm
okay,
like.
okay.
I feel like I try to watch like I like Gibbs running style. Like I feel like Bijan is gonna be crazy in the future. I feel like all those guys really just like Saquon's. I feel like everybody like
Okay,
really.
okay.
UNC has some great running.
I like
I
the Joe
mean,
Mixon
go ahead.
comparison. No, I was just saying I like the Joe Mixon comparison. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm looking at some of the
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
looking at some of the running backs that's come out of UNC: Todd Chandler, Michael Carter, Javonte Williams, and now yourself. Have you talked to any of those
Yeah.
guys? Have they given you some tips about how to prepare for the NFL, what it's like once you get there, in order to give you, because you kind of got a little GPS. You got guys that went to your school that can partake information that a lot of people don't have.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like Javonte, Michael Carter, Todd Chandler. I feel like even the Natron Means, I feel like those are all my
Hey,
guys. Like
John.
I can talk to him whenever I need something. Yeah, Natron, yeah, he's the dog. Yeah. I can talk to them whenever I need to. They help me out with stuff I need to. I take tips off them too. So I feel like they're always a connection for me. I feel like
Yeah, North
yeah.
Carolina used to have some great running backs. I don't know if you're probably a little young, but Derek Fenner, famous Amos Lawrence, went to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Oh, but Derek Fenner,
Yeah.
they ended up moving to tight end once he got to the NFL, but he was an outstanding running back at UNC. Let me ask you this.
Yeah, yeah,
I
no,
want to ask
sure,
you this,
yeah.
bro. You named after Omarion on B2K?
Nah, I don't think so, no.
Because I've been proud of him. I
I
don't
don't
know if
think
I
so.
ever seen somebody with a name like Omarion. And so, damn, I'm like, hold on. Let me ask this man.
Yeah.
Your mom might have liked B2K back in the day.
Nah, they definitely used to just listen to him, but I don't know if I was named after him.
Hey, I got one. So UNC was sponsored by Jordan Brand, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Sponsored by
listen,
Jordan. Yeah.
going into the NFL, who would be your dream partnership to be a part of going into the NFL? Would you like to continue with Jordan Brand? Would you like to be with? I mean, obviously that would be Nike as well, but Jordan Brand has their own select players that are part of that are part of Jordan. Would you like to be with Nike, Adidas? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, right now I'm signed with Nike. But yeah, right now I'm signed with Nike, yeah.
all right, I like it. I like it.
Hey,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah, sir.
look, it don't matter. Cleats on feet mean people eat. So that's what you're trying to do
Yeah.
right now.
Nah,
It don't
sure.
matter if hey, they could be Pony,
Exactly.
they could be Saucony, they could be Puma.
Yeah,
Hey, cleats on feet, people eat.
Hold on, Unc. Hold on.
exactly.
Huh?
Yeah.
You remember you had pony cleats too?
I did, yes.
I wore pony cleats my freshman year in high school.
Had Converse too. Converse used to make cleats.
Okay. Hey, when you're not grinding, right? When you're not grinding, what's your go-to chill move? Are you a gamer? You like music? You like movies? Man, what you be on outside of the game of football?
Outside the game of football, I probably would be with the boys playing basketball. I'd be hooping all the
Who?
time. We going over like to the yeah. We'll be over at the rec center, just hooping over there and
Okay,
stuff.
so you're not a gamer. No games, no Madden, no FIFA, no Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'd be on Call of Duty.
Okay.
Call of Duty is my game.
All right. I like
Yeah.
you married?
Oh yeah. I got a girl, but I ain't married. I ain't
Okay.
married.
Trying to see where
Good
your head
keeper.
at.
Stay focused.
Yeah.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you something. Give me your top 5 running backs. If I said, okay, you get any 5 running backs that you want from any era. I mean, so
Yeah.
give me your top 5 running backs.
Yeah. I'm gonna say you gotta put Reggie Bush in there. I feel like you gotta put him in there.
Okay.
I feel like growing up I was a big Marshawn Lynch
Okay.
fan. I feel like Marshawn Lynch is in there
That
too.
boy.
Yeah. And then let me see. I gotta put Saquon in there.
Okay.
I feel like what he do is unreal. Saquon. Then I'm gonna put Derrick Henry in
Okay.
there. Put Derrick Henry. And then I'm missing a lot of people.
Yeah, you miss a lot of people because you ain't put nobody that came before 2000. You do hey,
Nah,
they did
yeah,
play football before
yeah.
2000, bro. Hey, I just want to throw that out there. That's your list.
Yeah.
Hey, I want you to take off on your list, but they did play the game of football before 2000.
Nah, yeah. Yeah. I'm watching a lot of the new school now.
Yeah, but look, but you said you like Joe Mixon. So are you more like you more run for power? You run more for like, are you shifty? I mean, are you a combination?
Yeah. Yeah. I try to add everything to my game. Really, it's always room to grow. Try to grow to do different things. I feel like try to make them juke in
Right.
space, make them do different things, learn off different people. So I feel like it's always room to grow to do different things. I try to be versatile as much as I can.
Right. Well, bro, we want to thank you for joining us.
Whoa,
Go, you
whoa,
want to get
whoa!
something else,
I
Ocho?
got one more question.
Go ahead.
I got one more question.
Yeah.
If football didn't exist, now obviously we all need to have a plan B. You just know NFL
Yeah.
stand for not for long. I'm not wishing nothing bad. It's just a question in life. If your plan B, if football didn't exist, let's say it didn't exist, what would your dream career be if you wasn't playing football?
I feel like even what I'm doing now, I feel like if we want like personal training with
Right.
football, I feel like I would do personal training with like just fitness
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
So I feel like going around doing personal training with like kids who didn't have like the opportunities that I
yeah.
had in like smaller neighborhoods and stuff like that. I feel like that's something I wanted to do in the long run. Just reaching out to those kids, giving them opportunities that I had. So I feel like that's one of the things I'll definitely look
That's a good
into.
one. That's a good one. That's dope. That's dope.
Well, thanks for giving us
Yeah,
some of your time. We wish you the best of luck wherever you go, bro. Hey, it's not how high you go, it's where you go. And once you get there,
yeah.
the journey really starts. Your
Yes, sir.
journey doesn't start just getting to the NFL. The journey starts once you arrive in the NFL. So
Absolutely.
Ocho and I want to wish you best of luck. The Nightcap family want to wish you the best of luck, and check back in when it's down the
Mhm.
road.
Yeah.
All right, appreciate you having me
Right.
Appreciate
on.
you, bro.
Don't forget to eat McDonald's.
Yeah, appreciate you. All right, man.
That's Omarion Hampton, the University of North Carolina running back, projected to be a first-round pick. Mock had him going to the Broncos, but we'll see. Since there has been a resurgence, we saw what Saquon did for the Eagles. We saw what Derrick Henry did for the Ravens offense. Josh Jacobs for the Packers. Jahmyr Gibbs for the Lions. We saw Joe Mixon, what he added to the Houston Texans. And so the running back is kind of like, hey, coming back. We saw the year before what C-Mac did for the 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
So the running back is definitely coming back. Guys that can run, can catch it, but you got to be able to pass block. Because
Yeah.
once they found that you can't pass block, they're going to blitz you. They're going to make you stay in.
Every time.
They're gonna make you stay. They're gonna make you stay in, Ocho. So we wish the young man the best of luck.
Oh,
Ocho,
yeah.
Bruce Arians, regarded as the quarterback whisperer, spoke about Anthony Richardson. He said, Anthony, I think, needed 2 more years in college as a passer. I didn't see him as being able to beat anybody in 2-minute and third down. If you can't do that in the NFL, you're just an average guy. He ain't lie.
Yeah.
He lie.
He's right. He's right. I have a
You got third. Ocho, you make your money on third down.
every time.
You got to make
Every
your money on
time.
third down.
Listen, you hope to make your hay on first to make second and third a little easier.
Yes.
But if you don't, the better the passer you are, the more easy it is to convert those third downs. Now, obviously, I think the repetitions, obviously being in college, would have helped him tremendously. If you look at the numbers, I don't have the numbers in front of me, so I don't want to state and be wrong statistically. But he didn't play that many games in college, huh?
That's where he said he should, and he wasn't a high completion percentage guy in college. So with not playing a whole lot, and I get why he came out, Ocho.
Yeah.
The guy's a top 5 pick.
Oh yeah.
He got $25 million probably fully guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't paying that in NIL and collective. So
No.
I get why.
Right.
I get why. You get why. His family gets why.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, why are we doing this, Ocho? We're trying to set our families up. That's how that's how, I'm not saying all. Let me take that back, Ocho.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as all or every. But a lot of us, what we do this for is for our family. We're trying to get to the bag as soon as we possibly can because everybody didn't grow up like a Grant Hill. that had a two-parent or the Mannings or the
Right.
Watts. So we grew up in a situation, a lot of times it's grandma, a lot of times it's mom, and
Right.
we trying to get there to get them out of that situation.
Mhm.
So I get why he did it.
Right.
But what Bruce has said, and I totally agree, he could have gotten a lot more
Mhm.
by staying and getting better at his craft.
Right.
But at the end of the day, in the 2-minute drill and on third down is as a quarterback where you make your money.
You got to have it. You got to have it. But Unc, who's to say? There are a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL that have made it, that have stayed for 4 years, that have been there for a long time,
Right.
that also struggle in those same situations and converting third downs. So just
That's why you. But what
of-
his big message is Ocho.
Right.
2-minute drill, third down. If you can't do that, you're average. So he's not saying that he believed that he would have been better.
Mhm.
Look at BA's record: Peyton Manning,
Right.
Andrew Luck. He worked with Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Had all those guys in the early stages.
Right.
He worked with he had Carson. I think he had Carson.
Yeah.
in
when he-
Arizona, didn't he?
In Arizona, yeah.
Okay, so he knows something about the quarterback position. I like BA. BA gonna tell you like it is. It ain't no sugarcoat with BA now.
Yeah, yeah, most
If it
definitely.
if it comes up, it's coming out.
Yeah.
So
And it was also one of the issues then over there in Tampa now, remember?
yeah, absolutely.
That's why they sent his ass upstairs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I believe, because here's the thing, Ocho. He was a 50% completion guy in college. If you're 50% in
50?
college,
50?
he's 46. Put it like this here. He had a worse completion percentage than Tebow in the NFL. And you know, Tebow was 47%. It was worse than Tebow's.
So
You're not going to be successful. Ocho, with the way the field is spaced now, the way
Yeah.
they protect the quarterback, the way they protect the receivers,
right.
everybody should be completing 60%.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, you should. It's because to me, I'm not saying the game is easy, but they made the offensive game much easier.
Yes, and so that's why the
Especially with the
quarterback.
way defenders and defense are handicapped.
So now it used to be if you completed in the high 50s,
Uh-huh.
boy, you had a hell of a season.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You had a
absolutely.
hell of a 90s when I got to the league, and even before, Ocho.
Right.
If you threw for 3,000 yards was the standard. If you threw for 3,000 yards, because everybody ran the football.
Mhm.
That's why many believe Dan Marino still has the greatest statistical passing season, even though they've passed him for yards, they've passed him for touchdowns. He threw for 5,000 yards and 48 touchdowns in
Running
that era.
The running error, yeah. Yeah. Duper and Clayton was eating, boy.
Boy, did you know what they did? Look, I came in when they knocked your ass off. There was no part of the quarterback that was off limits.
Right.
The only thing, you couldn't hit him at the bottom of his feet, and that's because he was standing on them. Other than that,
Everything
Ocho,
was a green light.
from the top of the head to the top of your feet.
Yeah.
You remember I sent you that clip what Charles Martin did to Jim McMahon?
Oh yeah.
How he was just standing there and he looked around like, oh, I got you. What?
Mhm.
Oh, that was commonplace. Go back and look. Bruce Smith jumps off sides. That's what they call unevaded to the quarterback.
Right.
Bruce jumped off sides, knocked Boomer Esiason out
Out the game.
for like weeks. Not just the game, for weeks. It
Football.
was anything goes.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. And so they made it easier. So for a quarterback to be in the 40s,
Right.
whew, Lord.
Rolling. Bad, bro.
Ugh.
Bad.
That's bad. It's Ocho. He's got to get up to the mid 50s. He's got to get it up to the mid 50s, Ocho.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you think a quarterback struggling to have a high percentage or high completion percentage? Do you think that's because of his supporting cast around him is not good enough?
Man, he got some. Hey, you see what he got? Them receivers he got. He got Jonathan Taylor in the backfield. We forgot to mention Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah,
We didn't even mention him, Ocho.
And honestly, having Jonathan Taylor back there, it should make anything having to do with the passing game that much effing easier.
Yes.
Because I know they got a safety in the box.
Yeah,
I know
absolutely.
they do.
Absolutely.
Listen,
And you got Pittman, They got
Ain't no
Pittman. They
Pittman
got
ain't
another
no
receiver
slouch.
too that's really good. They got, I forget his name though.
Hey, number 10, huh?
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my God. Hey, Chad, hey, I apologize. I apologize for the disrespect, but young bull, whoever wears number 10, I forget your name. Boy, I'm telling you here out of my mouth, boy, you is the real deal, boy. You the real
Yeah.
deal. And I apologize if I remember your name. Boy, young bull, you the real deal, boy.
Oh yeah.
What's his last name, Unc?
I can't. I can't.
Oh
I
man,
know they got
hey,
Michael Pittman Jr.
yeah.
What's that guy? What's the other receiver? Alex Pierce.
Oh,
Alec Pierce.
that's number 10 name, Alex
And
Pierce.
Downs. They got Josh Downs, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman Jr. I think the tight end is Mo Alley Cox. And they got Jonathan Taylor. And they had Braden Smith took some time away. He was dealing with some things. They got a nice offensive line. Yeah, there's no reason, there's none
Right.
for him to be completing less than 50% of his passes. Because he missed a lot of throws, Ocho. And I say, bro, you don't have to throw everything through the eye of a hurricane.
You got to touch. You got to touch. You got to have some touch. You got to have some finesse to your game. You got to have some finesse. I'm trying to think what quarterback is labeled of having a very
Mitchell is number 10, Ocho.
Mitchell. Hey, what, you don't know his first name?
Adam Mitchell. Yeah.
You say
whatever it is, he could cook.
Hey, he be cooking. Hey, brother Mitchell, I apologize. I will never forget your name again. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. Boy, I'm gonna give
They
you
got some nice receivers over there, Ocho.
I'm talking about nice. And
there's no reason for him
that Mitchell has a bigger role coming this season.
There's no reason for him to be completing 46% of his passes.
Yeah.
With that type of receiving core, with that offensive line, and with Jonathan Taylor in your backfield.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, he might be better this year. You never know. You have a whole off season to work on the things you need to work on. Going into having another mini camp, another training camp up under your belt, familiarity with the system you're in. I think and hoping this year he
got to put the time in.
Yeah, you got to. I'm hoping he plays with a lot more confidence, and he'll be fine.
You got to put the time in.
Yeah,
you got to put the time in. And if he does that, remember we had Pittman on.
Yeah.
Who else we talked to some people like, hey, bro, he can't be the first. You can't be the last one in and the first one to leave. It's got to be it's got to be first.
Yeah.
Reverse. The first one in, the last one to leave.
Last one to leave.
Not the last first. First last.
Right.
But hopefully he gets it figured out, because like I said, I think they got it. Look, that's a very competitive division.
Oh,
you got Houston.
CJ Stroud.
Houston you got Lawrence. You about to have Cam Ward in that division.
Oof.
Because look, if you go back and study it, Ocho, look at it. It's a quarterback league.
Yeah.
Look at the NFC East.
Oh.
Look at the AFC. Look at the AFC West. What they have in the West. Look at these divisions. That'll tell you who's winning it.
Yeah.
Quarterbacks, because that's what you got to compete against. I know they're not on the field at the same time, but you have to match him. You can't our defense is going to hold him. If I throw for 170 yards, we're going to – no. You might win one or two games like that.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to match that production.
Mm-hmm. Every time.
So hopefully AR gets this thing figured out and get this thing turned around. Shedeur Sanders met with the Pittsburgh Steelers today and was impressed by the visit. He even said Mike Tomlin reminds him of his father, Coach Sanders. The Steelers was great. I understand why they win so much, why Mike Tomlin is the way he is. He resembles my dad a little bit. They have the same principles. Shedeur reportedly does not want to be taken top 3 per NBC. I believe ideally he would like to go to New Orleans. I believe that's where he would really like to go.
Of all places, New Orleans?
Yep.
Can you explain why he would want to go to New Orleans? Just curious.
You look at the receiver core they got.
Chris Olave.
They got Chris Olave. 22. What's the name? The speed?
Rashid. No.
Rashid. Yes.
I said it right.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, that young bull can run, boy. You hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, he can run.
Juwan Johnson.
Yeah.
I think that's the tight end. Alvin Kamara is still there.
Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Okay,
Indoors.
now you cooking. You making sense. You making sense to me. I don't. He's not going to be there. What the Saints pick? What
9.
he ain't finna be. He's not gonna be there at 9.
But here's the thing:
He's not gonna be there at 9.
once he gets past the top 3, Ocho, nobody needs a quarterback.
He's
You're
not
not
getting.
taking a Jack.
He's not getting past the top 3.
Ocho, Jacksonville not going to take a quarterback. New
Tennessee
England's not
needs a
going to take
quarterback. The Giants need a quarterback.
Tennessee
Who
taking
needs a
Cam
quarterback?
Ward. Tennessee has canceled. They canceled Shedeur. They canceled Travis Hunter. What does that tell you? They canceled the visit. They reached out to the agency and say, we're going to respectfully decline. Hopefully you guys understand. What does that tell you?
Who are they taking?
They're taking Cam Ward.
And what happens if they pull a belly flop and take Abdul Carter?
Okay.
You listen, you know how the NFL works. They have you thinking one thing and they do another.
Let me ask you a question.
Talk
Does
to me.
Cam Ward, does Abdul Carter make them better right now? Or does a quarterback makes them? Remember, we just talked about what do you need in that division?
Quarterback. Yeah, absolutely.
Lawrence, Stroud. You said you believe Anthony Richardson is going to be better.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you're right. You're right. But listen, you know what? I look at Abdul Carter and I see him similar to that of a Von Miller, similar to that of a Micah Parsons, being able to change and impact the game tremendously. A play right now type of player. That's a good one. Because I'm not talking about just any type of player. I see Abdul Carter as a transcending talent, a generational talent, similar to the two players that I just named. But Cam Ward, listen, you're right. You're right. You can't go against that.
I believe they're going to. I believe they canceled all visits.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
It's hard for me to believe, Ocho.
Yeah.
That you're going to take a guy with the first overall pick,
right,
and you don't have an individual meeting with him.
Right. You're right.
Now, there might be a situation on down the line, somebody go in the first round, and they're like, I didn't even meet with these guys. But you talk about a top 3 pick, and you don't meet with them?
Okay, you're right. Right. Listen, but I'm
not saying it can't happen.
Right.
But the likelihood, because guess what? Ocho, you know the first pick in the draft gets 40 to 45 million fully guaranteed. His contract is fully guaranteed the first 4 years. It's fully guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listen, I'm wishing both of those young bulls luck, obviously. Whether they get Abdul Carter, whether they get Cam Ward is going to be a tremendous, tremendous talent. You know, being able to carry over what he was able to do at UM and come into a program and not revitalizing them offensively. And they almost look like the U of O from the early 2000s. So I'm sure he's going to do, his due diligence in trying to revive the Tennessee Titans and some of the mistakes they've had to deal with brother Will Levis and Malik Willis and some of those guys. It's been a
Malik Willis look competent in Green Bay. He looks competent in Green Bay.
He looked very good when Jordan Love went out. When Jordan Love went out, he was balling.
Yes.
But listen, it's easy to ball when you got Reed and Hicks and Watson and Romeo Doubs and all those dudes around you.
So
I like it.
Tennessee has the first pick, Cleveland, the Giants, the Patriots, Jacksonville, Vegas, Jets, Carolina, New Orleans, Chicago, San Fran, Dallas.
And it's so funny.
We know the top 3 teams could use a quarterback.
Yes, sir.
It seems Cleveland is leaning towards Travis or Abdul Carter. The question is, the Giants really controls it. What does the Giants do at 3?
They need a quarterback, huh? They don't have a choice. They don't have a choice. And not a quarterback to come in and play right now, a quarterback to sit behind Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston and Dan DeVito and learn the game. You need a quarterback for the future. You have 2 quarterbacks on 1-year deals.
Mm-hmm.
You need a quarterback for the foreseeable future.
Look, I've given Jackson. I've given Will Levis. Will Levis had Calvin Ridley, and he had D-Hop, and he had number 85. I can't even pronounce his last name. They need a quarterback.
Right. Damn.
So I can see that. I can see them taking a quarterback, have him learn for a year with Russ. Russ did a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah.
The Giants are going to be the key.
Yeah.
The
And
Giants are going to be the key.
you know what's funny? Is it funny? You just mentioned the draft order. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen the day of the draft. Ain't no telling. There might be a player that's someone that's picking 7, 8, or 9, and they sneak up and make sure they grab the actual individual I want, and it changes up everything on who goes where.
True.
You
That's
you
possible.
you
That's
did-
very possible.
You never
We've
know.
seen that. We've seen that happen.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to be interesting.
Mhm.
I think for me, what are the odds? What are the odds? What's DraftKings giving us on Tennessee taking Cam Ward?
They got the odds out already.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Wait, when is the draft? What day? I mean, April what?
24th.
Okay, we still got 2 weeks. Okay.
They don't have it out yet.
I was gonna say, well, it's kind of early.
I'm thinking that considering they see everybody done cancel those workouts, they're probably not going to even give you no odds. Probably minus 2,000. Does anybody have odds out? DraftKings, y'all wanted to talk about, y'all need to put some odds out. I'll chat like odds. Bro, this joker here.
Heidi, what's up, boy?
Ocho talking to you. He said,
Come
hey,
on down here to Miami, boy. I got plenty of room for you now.
hey, you see if he buying TVs, he talking about what type of car should I get? Should I get a McLaren? He
No,
taking food off your table.
I would just think about it, Unc. I would just think about it. You know, McLaren
But
right
you
here.
ain't think about paying me though, huh?
No, I'm gonna pay you. I told you I'm gonna pay you. The money ain't the problem. The money ain't the problem. I'm gonna pay you.
Yeah. Cam Ward being the first quarterback selected is minus 20,000.
Ooh, Jesus.
Thank you. Thank you. You'd be a fool
Yeah.
to take that.
Right.
So we shall see in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But I think the key is at 3, Ocho.
Yeah.
I think Cleveland's going to take one of those defenders.
What, Abdul or Travis?
Yep. Because you know what, I can put Travis at wide receiver and pair him with Jerry Jeudy.
Ooh, that's nasty. And have some packages for him at DB.
Yep.
Can you imagine Denzel Ward on one side and Travis coming in, Greg Newsome and Travis coming in at the nickel on certain, man.
But put Newsome in the slot.
Right.
Let Trav
Go outside.
go outside. Yeah.
That's nasty. I like that. I like that combination.
So it's gonna be. We shall see. We shall see. I think the key is at the Giants at 3. New England not taking a quarterback. Jacksonville's not taking a quarterback.
No.
New England's not taking a quarterback. They just took a quarterback at 3. And they really like this kid.
Drake
Vrabel has been abundantly clear. One of the reasons he took the job, you know, they always say that because of the quarterback. No, it was a head coaching job, and they gave you a lot of money. That's why he took the job. But hey, it sounds good at the time. Hey, I'm a rock with it.
Right. My dog, my homie wanted shine, boy.
Man, I swear, I need to get you a podcast. Come on. I need to get you a podcast. What can you do? Can you do anything? Bro. Nah, bro.
My dog.
What? I see you. I love you too, buddy. I love you too. You did a good job today. You ate all your farmer's dog. So yeah, of course. So you have
Come on down here to Miami, man.
Chicken and turkey. I like chicken and turkey. Chicken and the turkey is my favorite.
I get him some chicks at the dog park out here.
Man, you have man, he ain't fixed. He can't go to no dog park.
That's the whole point.
You have my dog, they even put my dog down, man. Hell no. He's not. Bill Belichick admitted not drafting Lamar Jackson in 2018 was a major mistake. Belichick said took Sonny Michel, one pick before Lamar was selected, with the 32nd pick in the overall draft.
I mean, that ain't the only. I mean, there have been plenty of mistakes. Hell, all 28 teams that didn't draft Randy Moss, that was a mistake too.
It's hindsight. It's a magnificent sight. It's easy to say. But hold on. If they'd have thought Lamar Jackson was going to be this, they'd have took him number one.
It'd been number one.
Yes, it's easy. Ocho, it's easy to look back. I should have put 500,000 to $1 million in Netflix. I should have put 500,000 to $1 million in Google. It's easy to look back now. They through the roof.
Yeah. You never know. That's
why
it's called taking a chance or taking a gamble.
What about those stocks that we thought? What about the Blockbuster stock that I had? Can I sell your Blockbuster right now, Ocho? What the hell? Or AOL. Anybody interested in AOL?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
That's crazy.
Coach, it's easy. I mean, hindsight is a magnificent science because you have the luxury of knowing now what you didn't know then.
Yeah.
Well, hell, who could live their life like that, Ocho? Who could live their life like that? We go back and say, you know what, Ocho? Think about it. Just think, okay, we go to a bigger school. Hey, with our talent, we probably be a top 10 pick. We're going to get now we got millions coming out. We're going to get to a contract even sooner. We got more. Come on, man. You make yourself sick doing that.
Hold on. As a scout and as a GM, how do you look at Lamar Jackson at Louisville in college and pass on that and pass on based on what you see? I don't care what the people say. I don't care what the media say about him being a running back. How do you pass on that? Understanding how dynamic he can be, how dynamic he was.
Because they didn't view him as a quarterback. Man, they wanted the man to work out as a wide receiver, Ocho. What does that tell you? You had some prominent GMs that drafted historically great players, said, I see him as a wide receiver. Remember, they wanted Tim Tebow to work out at tight end. So you can understand why. I mean, it's just like the guys that took Jokic in the second round. Right. If they knew that, they'd have took Jokic in the first overall pick if you know he's going to be a three-time MVP.
Yeah, but you have an eye for football. I have an eye for football. I could see how dynamic he was in college. I can see how the shift in the game and which way it was headed and knowing, okay, this is what I need.
But I did say I thought the Ravens should take him. What pick did the Ravens? Because the Ravens had 2 first-round picks. Yeah, I just knew the Ravens were going to take it with their first-round pick. I said, oh, perfect. The Ravens are perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then when they pass, I'm like, oh, shucks.
Hey, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, 20. Who's the 25th pick? Who did they take? Okay, tight end. They took a tight end. He had some good years for the Broncos. I think he's still playing. He was at Cleveland. No, he's in New England, isn't he?
Who that?
Hayden Hurst.
Oh, okay.
But he might be a free agent, but okay. But Ocho, that's the thing.
Right.
When you can't see, like, oh, he can't play. I'm like, bro, and my thing was, I was like, bro, somebody threw for all them yards. Somebody, y'all make it seem like the man rushed for 3,000 yards. The man passed for 3,000. He rushed for 1,500. And his junior year or his sophomore year was better than the year when he run the Heisman. I just knew I said the Ravens. I think the Ravens gonna take him. I said that'd be a good pick. They're in the right situation. Boy, stop. I got some badass kids today. Man. Woo. That's why I'm getting you a brother, bro.
What are you doing? What tide is that?
Teddy. I just.
Where Teddy at? Oh, there you go.
Yes.
What they was in there arguing?
No, he turned stuff off the box. And they're arguing. They've been fighting over cloth the whole night. Get it. So I called the lady today. So I'm gonna get another one.
You gonna get another one?
Another one of these, not this one. No, not him.
Well, how do you think they're gonna be accepting of a new dog?
They're gonna be great. They're gonna be great.
Hold on, are you gonna get another male?
Yes, I've only had male dogs. We've only had male dogs in my family. We've only had male dogs. All this going back to my grandfather had hunting dogs, Riley and Skimp, to us having Joe Boy and Homer and Champ. Only had.
Hold on. Now, you've had Teddy and Titus. How are you so sure they're going to be accepting of a new male dog coming in?
I'm the pack leader. I determine how everything goes.
Okay. I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I had 4 at one point in time. I had Tarzan and Taz, and I had Titan and Tonka. So I had 4 at one time.
Right.
And then I had 3. Had an Akita named Samson, but we called him Bo, and I had Taz and Tarzan.
Where all these dogs at, man?
Well, I got these 2 right here. I'm getting another one probably in a month. He got papers. He's all vaccinated. He got a passport. I just talked to the lady. We're going to ride her money, and then when she brings him over, I'll give her the rest of the money in cash.
Hold on. What kind of dog we talking about?
Another one of these, a Palm.
Well, whoa, hell. How much we talking? How much it cost?
Same 10.
10 what?
Yeah, because you got Ocho. He's coming from overseas.
Hold on, 10 what?
10 bands. So that's why I need that 5,200. It's only 4,800. So once I get my 52.
So hold on. So you paying 10,000 American dollars in this economy for a dog when you
just spent 21,000 on one bedroom set.
Now that was my living room furniture.
Okay, living room. Man, people furnish their whole house for 10 bands.
Hold on. Wait a minute. This is a different house. I'm doing all white. This is different. This is a different type of fabric that comes all the way from Ethiopia. You can't get this. You can't get this white just anywhere. Huh? Then my rug is alpaca. I got alpaca rug. Yeah, this is different. All white.
I'm gonna pack you in that same rug and throw your ass in.
Hey, listen, I could have got you a dog. I got a homeboy right now in Liberty City. Could have got you what's that, a Pomeranian?
Yes.
Could have got you a Pomeranian, 5-star Pomeranian for $200.
See, and I'm gonna beat the tariffs. I want to buy, you know what I'm saying? Because they charge putting tariffs on everything. So you know what I'm saying, Ocho?
No, we got a 90-day suspension on the tariff, so we good right now.
Well, we getting all our stuff before, you know, you never know. He might change his mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I gotta get one from him because he and Titus don't realize how big he is. So Titus be picking him up, walking around because he pick him up by his shirt and be walking around with him.
Yeah. But listen, that's a whole lot of money for a dog, man. I'm just looking out for you. I've never heard I've heard the first time you spend 10 on that one and spending 10 on another one.
Bro, there was a dog that just sold for $5 million. No,
it's not.
Yes, it is. Google it. I think it's a Tibetan Mastiff.
That story might not be real. I doubt that's real.
Ocho, the bloodlines the top of the bloodlines, they go for 600,000 on average.
Yeah, I know.
Ocho, I'm into dogs.
Me too. You know, I love dogs too. Now, the Tibetan Mastiff is huge. You know, it's a big dog. It's not too many of them here in the States, though. I ain't seen Tibetan Mastiffs in the States.
Because the bloodlines. You know, when you're dealing with top of the line bloodlines, but there's some you can find them.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying, you know, 10,000. That's a little steep now for a dog,
That ain't nothing.
I mean, the fact that I can get you one for $200 that look just like that.
I look. I was about to buy me a car, but they talk about them tariffs. I ain't getting the car till 28.
Hold on. Well, how you about you got a $10,000 dog? You about to buy a car? And you complaining because I'm gonna go get a McLaren tomorrow?
with $5,200 of my dollars. That's why I'm complaining. If it's all your money, I don't give a deal about that. You buying stuff with my money. Chad, what's wrong with this man? He
Time
talking about,
out. Time out. Listen, I'm not getting the McLaren with your money. That's not what I'm using. I got 50 jobs. I got 50 jobs.
world's most expensive dog. Breeder pays $5 million for a rare wolf dog that's part wild beast, part pooch, and eats 3 kilograms of raw meat daily. Here's its new owner. $5 million.
A wolf dog?
Yes. Now go look up Tibetan Mastiff and get those pure bloodlines. 600,000, million, 2 million, top. Dog, even dogs that you see at the Westminster.
Right.
Those dogs go on average for 5 to 10.
Oh, now I know. Now they expensive. Now I know that
Yes.
them show dogs. That's a different ball game. Okay. The most expensive Tibetan Mastiff ever sold is a red golden puppy named Big Splash. A guy by the name of Hong Dong which is Hong Dong in Chinese, paid 1.5 million, 10 million won in 2011 for a Chinese. Hey, these are beautiful. They look like an oversized chow chow, huh?
Mm-hmm. Chow. Dogs are expensive, bro. I wanted to get a Bichon. Actually, a matter of fact, I went to Bichon. I went to Houston, Texas. Scott Summer. If y'all don't believe it, you can call him up and ask him. I went out there. They had one named JR. He was the first Bichon to win. He's won with another Bichon, and he also won with a cumbersome spaniel named Stump. Right. I went out there and looked at him. Man, that man told me what that thing was going to cost. Oh, no, bro. I'm sorry. I wasted your time.
A Bichon Frise?
Yes.
How much?
Like 30, and then they wanted to trade him because they wanted to put him in a show.
30,000?
Yeah.
And
then he wanted to show, because the thing is that like he's the trainer. He wasn't the owner. As a matter of fact, Chad, y'all know I'm talking about Carl Ruggles was the owner. Go look it up. Look up Carl Ruggles.
Man, 30,000. Boy, stop. Ooh, but that's expensive, boy. Golly.
Yeah. But hey, this I don't spend a whole lot of money on a whole lot of stuff. But dogs, I'm gonna make sure they have the best care. I'm gonna make sure they have the best food. I'm gonna make sure they have the best attention. And they get sick. Hey, like I said, I'm always gonna give my dogs at least a chance. I'm gonna give them a week. Even if the vet tells me, Mr. Sharpe, I'm gonna give them a week.
Right.
And I know it sets me back sometimes. It costs me 15, 20 bands. But I'm gonna give them a week. If you can pull through, I'm gonna give you a chance.
Right.
And then I just have to make the tough decision.
Right.
They're not gonna be able to pull through. I don't want them to suffer, because at some point in time it gets to a point where, Ocho, are you keeping them alive for you, or are you keeping them alive for him? Because he has no quality of life.
Right. Well,
and
listen. Listen. I love that you love dogs. I hear the passion in your voice. But if you ever want to save some money, I got a homeboy named Dewberry in Liberty City right now. He's a booster. He can get you anything.
Oh, I got a homeboy too.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I just saw it. I said, man, what my damn pressure washer that I gave you $200 for? He got some expensive ass cologne. I said, I don't want no damn cologne. I want that pressure washer that you promised me.
Hey. Oh, that's crazy. 30,000, 10,000. Ooh.
That's jewelry. That's you got that Rolex and you got them chrome heart jeans that you sitting on there smoking them cigars. How much a pair of Chad, chrome heart jeans, 10, 12, 15,000. The belt, 5,000.
Nah.
Yeah, bull jive.
I'm a booster now.
A booster. I don't know what you are, but I'm just saying, can I get my $5,200 so I can send this woman her money?
I got you.
No, you don't got me.
Hold on. When you gonna get the dog? When you gonna get the dog so I can send the money?
I gotta wire the money, half of it tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow? So you gonna send your half, and then when the dog come, I give you the rest of it.
What you mean my half? You got that man talking about that man gonna talk about you go ahead and send your half, and when it come, I'll give you my half. All of it's by half. You got my money. This man talking about buying a McLaren. This man talking about, man, done bought all kind of stuff. Got chat, y'all saw it. 70-inch TV.
Hey, hold on. Hey, listen, I'm in my winning
with
season.
surround sound.
I'm in my winning season, Unc. I told you 2025, I'm not playing.
Well, I want to win. I'm losing right now.
You ain't losing. You just bought a $10,000 dog. How you losing? You was finna buy a car yesterday, but the tariffs made you stop.
I was thinking about buying a car in 26. I wasn't buying no car this year.
Okay.
I just got the extended warranty. Oh no.
Okay. So all right.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna push it all the way back to 28. I'm just gonna get me a 2-year extended warranty. My warranty will be up in January of 26. So I'm gonna get 26, 27. I get me a new car in 28.
Okay, well, I'm gonna wait till 28 then to get it then.
No, you ain't finna wait nothing. No, pew, 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 pew. If you can wait that long, go ahead. If you could dodge what I be throwing at you, good luck. Chat, y'all see this man?
Oh, hey, boy, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, boy. That's funny. No, I'm chilling though. I ain't gonna buy nothing. I'm chilling. I'm just glad to be in my new place, man. This thing look real. Now I will give you the tour. I will give you a tour, but I don't know how to work the camera.
Don't worry about it. I tell you what, Ocho, if you don't send me my money, I'm gonna come visit you and I'm gonna take me a Duke on the alpaca.
No, don't do that. Hey, Bunk, you know how much I paid for that?
Guess how much you gonna pay to get it clean?
Nah.
I'm gonna drink me some chocolate milk and I'm gonna eat about 3-4 apples.
Hey, listen, you come to Miami, it's a whole lot of people got to deal with you. You mess around with me down here now.
I'm talking about a complete blowout. All right, let's transition, get to some football. Kyler Murray says he wants to run the football more next season. Let's take a listen to what Kyler had to say, Ocho.
I mean, like, the people out there that are like, Kyler doesn't want to run or he wants to, like, how do you dispel that? Because I just look at it, it's just part of the offense.
Yeah, I actually, conversations, and I don't want to get too scheme-based about it, but, like, I do feel like I have to run more next year. I'm open to running more next year, just because it's such a weapon. It's such a weapon. It's defense is, it's like when I hand the ball off, obviously I hand the ball off to James. So it's not like, I hand the ball off to Trey. We're a very good, rushing team, which is a great thing. But when Lamar hands the ball off, everybody's like, you take it, you can relax. Josh hands the ball off, you know what I mean? So I think for us, part of an emphasis going into the next season is conceptually on time. I feel like I'm one of the best in the league.
I like that. I like it a lot.
Now remember, there was some coach that played that said he didn't want to run. Now he's saying, and he's right. The most dangerous player, is when he has the ball in his hands. Lamar is the most dangerous when he has the ball in his hands. When you don't know what he's going to do, you pray he throws it. You pray Josh Allen throws it. You're not trying to see any of those guys. Josh Allen, 6'6", 250. Lamar Jackson, man.
Ain't no telling. I like it. I like it because when you think about what Kyler Murray is able to do, I think he's also become a quarterback that he's a dual threat. He can play off script. He can pull the ball down and use his legs, but he's one of those quarterbacks who also wants to throw first. He wants to hurt you with his arm first, and then if I have no choice, then I use my legs after. I think he wants to be seen and viewed in the same light as your Lamar Jacksons, as your Josh Allens, and the other dual threat quarterbacks around the NFL. I think that he hasn't had the team success that they have, being able to reach the playoffs consistently year in and year out. But I think allowing him to do that more and being able to use his legs a little bit more to help them out offensively would be tremendous, for Arizona.
I agree.